5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Lunenburg, Massachusetts for this telecast of the Littleton Tigers versus Lunenburg Blue Knights. I'm Mark Croy along with John Kazanjian. How you doing, John?
I'm great. Beautiful night for a game. We got cool weather and a perfectly clear night here. It's going to be a nice night for a game here.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
You see there on the screen that Littleton comes in at 1 and 2. They're going to take on the 1 and 2
for tonight's mid-watch conference match between the
Lunenburg Blue Knights
of Littleton and your
we're in the press box where it's very loud.
Yeah, this is a little different than the Littleton booth.
Yeah.
LHS wants
anyway,
good sportsmanship.
You can see there on the screen, Littleton comes in at 1 and 2. They won their last game against Quabbin, and Lunenburg comes in at 1 and 2. Their only win is against Quabbin. So it'll be interesting tonight to see how they match up. From what I hear from Lunenburg, the Oxford game where they lost 31-25 should have won. And then in the Air Shirley game, Air I guess has a pretty standout player this year that pretty much dominated that game for Air Shirley. So
and that'll be new because Air Shirley for the entire time I've been around Littleton has kind of been a team that they've had the better of.
Yep. All right, so let's look at last week's game, John. You see that Brady DeCoste against the Quabbin Panthers, he had a good game, 13 for 20, got his completion percentage up to 65% there. He threw 2 touchdowns. 1 pick. In the rushing category, Brian Maurice continues to impress. He had 160 yards on 9 carries. His longest, of course, was that game-ender 90-yard jaunt that he had, which you saw in our opening.
The run-out-the-clock play there. Still, even without that run, he had a great game. In 377 yards in 3 games. He's averaging 125 yards a game. He's having a stellar senior season. So he'll be a player to look for again tonight for Littleton.
That's great. All right, so moving on to...
Yeah, we're trying to figure out what's happening here. They're doing some stuff out here. We're not sure.
I just want to make sure I don't talk through the national anthem. That's all.
Yeah, of course.
So last week versus Quabbin for the receiving, you can see that Aaron Mano had 5 receptions, 104 yards. Yeah, good game. 2 touchdowns in the air. One was caught by Woodward and the other by Justin Mano.
Yeah, and even Zach Milner, our defensive stellar standout, had that long 62-yard catch. Where he was almost able to break it for the touchdown. But, Brady had some time in the pocket last week, Brady DeCoste, and was able to find his receivers. He made the 1 mistake in the end zone, underthrew his guys just a little bit for that 1 interception, but overall, great game for Brady DeCoste in his senior year.
Yeah. On the defensive side of the ball, defense, of course, pitched a shutout. You can see the 2 leaders, Zach Milner, Andrew Milner, both with 12 total tackles.
Yeah, the Milner brothers were, again, standouts on the defensive side of the ball. Looked great, all over the place. Honestly, 12 tackles seems like an understatement for Zach Milner because he seemed to be involved on almost every play on the defensive side of the ball.
So as we get ready for Littleton to take the field here, we want to just remind you that when we're away, it's a lot harder to stream the game, so you're probably watching this on a replay. Hopefully as soon as, or as close as to Friday night as possible. Depends on how quickly we can get these things done. But I want to thank the athletic director for Lunenburg, Kevin Bigelow, for being so accommodating to us in the booth here. We have nice space. and he was helpful, all week when I reached out to him. So thanks to him. And
yeah, we really appreciate it. Some heat would be nice. I didn't think we'd be out to the elements, Mark. When we renegotiated my contract yesterday, you said we wouldn't have to deal with the weather. So
I know. I'm sorry. Last year, these teams met. Of course, Lunenburg last year was 7-4 overall. When they met in Littleton, Lunenburg beat them 32-27. So it was 33-27. Good game. I remember that game. It was, of course, we covered it, and it was a hard-fought game. So I think it's going to be two evenly matched teams.
Well, the other two volunteers,
the one person to look for from
Lunenburg,
Lunenburg,
please report to the field.
is, I think, number 2. His name's Jaden Jenkins. He's 6'5",
wow,
212 pounds. He's a wide receiver, and he's a junior, and he's a big target. So. And their senior, Alex Figueroa, sophomore quarterback Alex Figueroa, he's also someone to watch. He's a big guy, 6 feet, 235 pounds. And as you see the coin toss happening there at midfield, referee explaining heads and tails, and we'll see Littleton gets to call it.
Looks like Lunenburg won the toss.
Yep. And now they said that they will now receive the ball to start the game. Littleton will get it for the second half. So they shake hands, move off to the side, and
to start the game.
We're going to pause for the playing of the national anthem. As we do that, we just ask you at home to just be respectful to those who fought in the military. If you're a veteran, thank you for your service. We honor our country with the playing of the national anthem.
I noticed that they had number 8, Andrew Milner, as the honorary captain, or the weekly captain this week, along with Brian Maurice and Evan Montgomery and Thomas Kazanjian, the baby boy. So the Milners staying in the spotlight there for the captainship this week.
Very good. All right, we'll pause for the national anthem.
Now at this time, we ask you please stand for the playing of our national anthem by the Blue Knights Marching Band.
Good job by the Lunenburg marching band. You don't find too many bands these days with uniforms, John.
No, that's especially in the Northeast, something that's going out of style for sure. Go anywhere else in the country, I think it's becoming bigger actually. Teams, these Division I schools are giving scholarships out to guys and girls that are, excellent band members, and so it has become bigger, but not in Littleton, that's for sure.
Right. So as we said, Littleton lost the coin toss, And Lunenburg elected to receive for the first half. So kicking off is the freshman for Littleton,
Tyler Branco,
Yeah.
TB12.
who's doing a great job this season. First year playing football. He's got a good leg.
Yeah, and I was able to go catch the JV game in Barry against Quabbin on Monday. He had a first touch, 80 yards on, zigzagging through the defense. Football seems to be a sport. I told his dad, I said, stop making that kid play soccer. He's a beast in football.
All right, so we're underway here. Good kick down to about the 25-yard line. I think that's the 15-yard
Tackle number
line.
34, Patrick Ferrara. And number 10, of course, Zach Milner on the tackle.
About a pickup of 20 yards, and Lunenburg will start
Pick
on
by
their
number 12,
35-yard line.
Branco. Returned by number 14, Hunter Matson.
A lot of teams doing the no huddle thing this year. We haven't seen a
35 line.
huddle yet.
First and 10.
Yeah, and so sophomore Alex Figueroa at quarterback. Let's see how he can handle Littleton's pressure today.
Hands up the middle. A good stop by,
Number 8, Andrew Milner with the tackle.
he wrapped his arms around and didn't let go. Very short game, maybe a yard.
Good tackle.
Good
And
shot
Zach
and
Milner
carry
was,
for
of
Blue
course,
Knights.
right there as well. So
Good for
these
a
two
game
Milner
line.
brothers are all over the defensive side. It's a good future for Littleton's defense.
Lunenburg's in a little bit of a hurry up here. Quick out to number 9. He stopped. Looks like a first down.
Figueroa's pass
As
complete.
Dylan
Number 9,
Adamson
Adamson taken
with
down
the
by
reception.
Adam Young.
It's good for 8 yards and a
good
pickup of a
for
first
Blue
down
Knights.
for
First down.
Lunenburg.
So they're running that read option offense. First play was the handoff. Second play, fake the handoff, throwing to a pretty wide open Adamson there.
It's time to give us up
Back
the
to the
middle
ground.
again. Good shifty move by the running back, number 11.
Yeah, that's Cooper Shaw with the
Shaw
run for
carry,
about
taken
7
down by
yards,
5,
taken
Mark
down
Frizzoli.
by Mark Frizzoli.
Good for a gain of
Frizz.
7. Second and 3.
Let's go, Blue. Keep
As we've
walking.
mentioned
Let's go,
before,
let's go.
other games, Littleton has had that kind of bend, but don't break defense. Let's see
Yeah, they
if
seem
they
to
can
be
do a little less bending tonight.
following that same pattern already tonight.
Give us the number 14. He gets the first down.
It's Hunter Matson for about 5.
Good job, Blue. Good
Uncle
job.
Matt's on
Another
carry
first
for the
down.
Knights.
Let's
Junior.
go.
Number
The
8,
chains move again.
Andrew Milner.
Yeah, they're going, not giving any Littleton a chance to
Carries
substitute
good for
anybody.
another
No breaks
Blue
here
Knights
for those
first
guys.
down.
Empty backfield here.
We got motion at the top of your screen.
He's gonna take
Quarterback
it
keep
himself.
go right up the middle and good scamper for about 7 or 8 yards.
Yeah, that was number 10, Zach Milner,
Figueroa
that
on
tripped him
keeper.
up, and then delayed
Taking down
McCoy
number
brought him
51.
down after the. He
Delayed
was able to
McCoy.
get about 5 or 6 more yards on that initial hit.
Yeah,
Good for a
Littleton
gain of
does
7,
much better
second
when
and
they
3.
have a good first down, when they can stop them deep. But
Yeah.
these first, 8, 9 yards on a first down is killers.
Yeah, they're definitely, do better when they make that first initial stop, of course.
Oh,
There's another big wrap up by
there's a
number
good
8,
wall, yeah.
Andrew Milner. Again,
Nothing doing there, so
third
Shaw on the
and, third
carry,
and
stuck
4,
by number
no
8,
yards
Andrew
there.
Milner.
No gain. Maybe about a half yard, so it's going to be third and
Third
about
and 3
3 and a
for
half
Knights.
here. Long 3.
I would think that at this point we are in 4 down territory, so
Yeah, like we said last week, everybody's in 4-down territory these
that's
days.
true. It's
Get
kind
to
of a-
number 11, Cooper Shaw
sweet-
again.
Yep.
Looks like he has the first down very easily there.
Oh, it looks like a Lunenburg player is kind of coming
Yeah,
off the
number
field.
83,
Shaw
Jay
on the carry.
Manigas.
Good for Blue Knights. First down.
It's hopping off the field. Looks like an ankle injury there.
Yeah,
Replaced by number 7, Sam
having
Delaney, the
trouble
captain.
putting weight on that. All right, another 1st and 10 for Lunenburg. Lunenburg's marching right down the field here. Hasn't created any difficulty here.
Another big hit, and there's a flag here. That's in the territory of holding. Cooper Shaw, number 11, with the run again for about 2.
Cooper Shaw on the
See what
carry,
the call
taken down
is.
by number 5,
That
Mark
back
Rizzoli.
judge usually makes a hold call, so
There's
not
a
sure
flag on the play.
what he's going to call. It's going to be on Lunenburg here. Coach is pleading his case, trying to convince the referees.
Chop block.
Yeah, shot block. So that's where the lineman will have a player up high, and another player will come and hit him down low. Totally illegal play. It's usually a big penalty. Coach is calling them all over there for a conversation.
So that should be.
Maybe that's a 10 or 15 yarder, so.
Ooh, that's 15.
Yeah.
All right, so that's a big break
Legal
for
block
Littleton.
on the
That
nice
pushes them all the way back to
15-yard penalty.
the
First and long.
44-yard line.
First and 25 here. Yeah, those shot blocks are dangerous when a player's engaged with another player and they come out down low and hit the legs. It's not always on purpose, but
It's going deep. He's got a big arm. Oh, nice play by Littleton, but
incomplete. He did not. Oh, I think
Wow.
they're calling it a catch. Nope, they're calling it incomplete.
they did. Wow.
That was the big receiver, Jaden Jenkins, you were talking about. Really great coverage. I believe that was John Woodward on the coverage. But that was good, very good coverage. Could put our big tall guy on their big tall guy. And
It was a good
that
throw,
was,
too.
Yeah, it was a great throw. Had him, put it where it had to be, and John just made a great play on that
Yeah,
ball.
it's about 30 yards in the air on that place, but goes for no gain, so it's still 2nd and 25. It's a quick slant. Nice move to the outside, but he trips up.
Good tackle by number 10, Zach Miller. Just got a shoestring there because he was about to go for about 10 or 15 more yards at least on that play.
Enough to
a
throw
big
him
tackle.
off his route. So he stumbles ahead for
Throws
about
pass complete to number 8.
maybe
Ben Barta.
three yards.
And that was the
Taking down
senior
number
Ben
10, Zach
Bartow,
Miller.
the tight end,
Third and
on the
long for the
reception.
Knights.
So 3rd and very long again. Motion from the bottom to the top. The quarterback rolls out to the right, tosses down, and it's caught. It's short of the first down, but it is going to be 4th down, and
that was number 9, Dylan Adamson. That was a great throw. Put it right where nobody else could get it. Justin Mano had very good coverage on him. It was just a good throw and a good catch.
so here we go, John. 4th and 1. We'll see if this is the part where they don't break.
Yeah, exactly. This is how Littleton stopped Quabbin all last week, got him in deep 4th down situations and made the stops.
Lunenburg's in a tight formation.
I think a QB sneak here is.
It
Yep.
is. Oh, he stood up.
I'm not sure he got it. Maybe with that second effort, he got the first down.
I
Take a
think
roll
so.
on the
He
keeper
just
up the
needed to
middle.
get across the line, the white line.
And they're
Yep.
giving them the first here.
Yeah.
It was good
Oh,
for the Blue Knights.
Good job,
First
Blue.
down.
Good job. Good blocking. Keep it up.
So that's
Yeah.
Figueroa, the sophomore, as we mentioned, getting the first down.
Yeah, he's a big guy. It's easy for him to sneak in behind the center and the guard there and pick a little hole there, and he did. He got popped real good, but he leaned forward for the first down.
He's listed as 235. You don't find many 235-pound quarterbacks.
Back to number 11, Cooper Shaw, for a short gain.
Cooper Shaw on the carry for the Knights.
They like that
Taken
little
down by
pitch
number
back. They
7,
played-
Teddy Hunt, and number
I've
10,
seen that a
Zach
couple
Milner.
times tonight. Hasn't gone for
Good for a gain of 2. Second
big
and 8.
yardage, though.
Yeah, as last week, Littleton's defense gets a little better as the team gets closer to the red zone. So the trend is going in the right direction here for Littleton. It'd be nice to stop them back on their side of the field, but
Right up the middle
big hole there.
for Cooper.
Number 1, Brian Reese with the
Cooper across
tackle.
the middle
Just
is
tripped him
good
up
for
right
a
at the
Blue
end.
Knights first down.
Be 1st and goal.
Yeah, Lunenburg's really playing with a fast pace here to start this first quarter. They
Yeah,
don't take a lot of time to get the plays in. That's good for them.
Yeah, and I'm sure Coach Nayland for Lunenburg loves this drive right now, eating up some clock, and kind of having their own way, even on a big penalty and an incompletion. Number 11, Shaw again. Stopped short for a short gain. I'm not sure who was on the tackle there.
Oh, I mean, just from looking at it at this angle, I could see the hole was wide open, and all of a sudden it just like closed up. Middleton did a good job of just tightening right in that hole.
Yeah. Second and goal from, it looks like the 4-yard line.
Yeah, maybe almost the 5. No, 4, you're right. Just over the 5. Second down. Again, they're just pounding it right up the middle.
Back through number 11, Cooper Shaw. Being held up there.
Driving the pile.
Short again here. It's going to be third and very, very short. Looks like they got to about the 1.
Cooper Shaw on the carry.
Littleton, you know, they don't do great with
Third and goal
physical teams so far this year, and they're kind of answering the bell here. They're not getting steamrolled like they've seen them happen a little bit earlier, the first 2 games, but, you know, they're kind of holding their own against this Lunenburg team. Even though they are driving right down the field, they're you know, showing some grit. Third and goal. I'm sure they're going to go for it here if they don't get it. Looks like he might be trying to sneak it here again. Nope, he gave it. He pitched it to number.
He dives in for the touchdown.
Number 14, that was Hunter Matson with the touchdown.
Number 14, Hunter Matson is good for a touchdown.
Oh, a good drive by Lunenburg to start this game. They got it at their 35-yard line and went 70 yards, 65 yards for the touchdown.
Yeah, you know, Littleton's defense was bent. They almost didn't break. They got that 4th down and short there to get the first down. That was the big play of the drive.
This is Zahir Chavez, the kicker. I wanted to, told him I'd give him a shout out because he helped me bring some of the equipment from my car out to the press box. So I said, hey, you playing tonight? And he said, yeah, I'm the kicker. I said, all right, I'll give you a shout out. So thank you.
Yeah, that was very nice of him.
He also had a good
territory.
kick there. They had a good kick there. Yeah, people have been nice here. You don't always get that when you go to other towns. So kudos to Lunenburg.
Well, this team, Lunenburg, has given up a lot of points on defense so far this year, so maybe Littleton can move the ball. I think a quick start here for them would be very important. Don't want to see them go 3 and out, give them the ball right back after a long 8-minute drive that wore the defense down. As we know, most of our guys play both ways. But you know, defense is a lot harder. Kind of, you don't have assignments and plays to run. You're going all out for the ball every time, so it's a little different, wearing you down.
Well, traditionally in the past, Littleton has had explosive offenses that would score within 1 or 2 plays, and then the defense would slow the pace down. You know, this year it's pretty even.
Short kick looks like it's going right to Brian Maurice there.
Good guy to have the
Coming
ball in
around
his
left
hands.
side.
Oh, he gets a corner. Look at him take off. He gets crunched by 2 Lunenburg defenders, but not before he picks up a good 10, 15, 25, say 20 yards.
Taken down by number 7.
Yeah, Brian Maurice waited for some blockers, and Littleton did a great job of blocking on that left-hand side for him to get that corner.
1st and 10 for the Tigers.
Of course, anytime he gets the ball in his hands, something good's going to happen.
As you know, he's coming off a 160-yard game last week.
So Littleton right up to the line of scrimmage there, getting the play called from Coach Easter. They still haven't even gotten the ball that they kicked off the field, so give them a little extra time to start the play clock there. Littleton ready to go. Brady DeCoste with Chris Maurice right behind him. Evan Mano in motion. Right to Brian Maurice in the first play. Oh, got tackled. for a loss by number 51.
Jeremy
Abel.
I'll tell you, the good thing that 51 tripped him up, because you know how explosive Brian can be.
Yeah, he got some penetration. He was able to secure the edge, which is, you know, a very important play for the defense to do. 51, Abel's one of their linebackers there, was able to set the edge to either have Brian either choose to try to go wide, and he tripped him up.
Well, he has a loss for that play. Doesn't happen often. He averages 17.8 yards per carry last game.
Back to Brian there for no gain. Brian Maurice. You know, the defense is getting right through the line. They're giving them, even if they were going to throw there would have been no time for Brady to get rid of the ball.
By 17, Eric Smith.
Not a good sign so far for this
No
line.
gain on the play. 3rd and 12.
We got 3rd and 12, 3rd and long. Not an ideal start for Littleton's offense. Playing man-to-man coverage out there. Oh, no, they are in a zone. And through to number 2, Evan Mano, just a little high, incomplete.
And the punting unit comes on for Littleton. So that was a quick 3 and out. And back deep to receive. The punt will be both number 11 and 14 for Lunenburg. That's Cooper.
Cooper Shaw and Hunter Matson, who had the touchdown earlier.
Yeah. They're the only 2 back there, so.
The punting game is something that Littleton has struggled with. See if they can. It's a good snap. That's a good start, and a good kick by TB12, Tyler Branco. Not a good bounce. Only went about 22 yards there on the punt.
Littleton punt by number 12, Tyler Branco.
Improvement overall for the special teams, though, since we didn't get to see the punt last week. They were actually able to complete the snap and try to get that ball off, drive them back. Not the best punt in the world, but we got the ball, the field switched to their side of the 50.
Yeah, we'll see how the defense does. Not much of a breather there. They're back on the field. Lunenburg starts at their 40-yard line. Single back, no, sorry, 2 backs. Quarterback keeps it.
Keeper, Figueroa.
And he gets about 12 yards on that scamper.
Brought down by number 9, Alex De Lorenzo there.
Alex Figueroa on the keeper.
Brings them across midfield into Tiger territory now.
Correction, that was a tackle by number 8, Andrew Milner. And that was an easy 10 yards, 12 yards there. Not a good start for Littleton's defense.
They got an I formation. Fullback, tailback. To give us to the tailback, number 14. He scrambles.
Matson again, an easy yardage there.
Yeah, he dived. Good play at the end there. He dove. Just flying through the air. He dove for another 3 yards.
On the carry for the Blue Knights.
There's a 7-yard gain there for Lunenburg. They're doing what they want. They're controlling the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. You know, the games are one of the trenches, and right now Littleton's losing that battle.
Evan Montgomery checks in the game.
Trying to get some little reinforcement on the line here.
All right, the give is up the middle.
Hunter Matson again, tackled by number 10, Zach Milner. And the first down. So
Hunter Matson on the carry.
So Littleton has had some fortunate breaks over the past few games where teams have made mistakes, they've fumbled.
First down.
You know, they've made some costly penalties. You know, they've gotten the breaks. So let's see what happens. Oh, they could use one right here.
The referee had a conversation with the coach over here. It looked like he's giving him a little bit of a warning of, you know, when the substitutions happen and they're not giving Littleton enough time to answer or counter with that. I'm gathering that's what the conversation is. He's talking to both coaches. Not sure what's happening there. I know the Lunenburg coach didn't like it very much. So must be something helping to slow them down that they do not want to hear.
All right, 1st and 10, fresh set of downs. Again, I formation. Give us to the fullback.
Number 11.
Number 11.
So the clock is not working here, it seems to be, and that's what
Sean
the
McCarry
conversation
taken down by number 11,
was.
John Woodward.
So they are going to be doing the clock on the field.
First
Since it
down.
doesn't seem to be. Just went down, but it's not clocking down. It's not counting down like you would normally see. Let's see what it is. It's working on the hand unit here, but not relaying to the scoreboard here. So people here can't see that the time is actually ticking down.
Every 10 seconds, it's in 10-second intervals.
Yeah. That's a short, right up the middle.
No gain on that. That was a good job.
25 seconds on the clock.
Littleton defensive line stuffing up the.
With the tackle, the baby boy. First shutout. Second.
Hunter Madsen on the carry, taken down.
I was told
behind
too
the
many
line.
baby boy references last game from my son,
Be
so
second and 10 for the Blue
I'm going to
Knights.
track him tonight so
Good.
that I can tell him
10
that I didn't
seconds
give
on
him
the clock.
as many as last time. Second and 10 here.
It's the second quarter. It's only the first.
Might be close to the end of the quarter here.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the quarter.
I think it is. So hopefully they'll get the clock figured out here. That's the end of the first quarter. Lunenburg on the march again. John, 7-0. You're looking pretty good. So let's talk about something different in this game because you know something that's close to your heart, and that's Park and Rec. So let's talk about this event coming up. Some of the events.
Yeah, this is our Littleton Cornhole League. We've been running this for about 4 or 5 years in different locations. We're back at Tavern on the Square on Tuesday nights. We actually have 16 teams this go around, which is really exciting. It's been a great event, and we do 6 weeks. It's like a regular season, and the 6th week is as a playoff with brackets, and we award a champion. We have a trophy and everything, and
Are there cash prizes or
no cash prizes. You know, we do get some donations at times to give out some prizes, but right now it's mostly for bragging rights, which is a pretty big deal.
That's good too.
You know, Glenn McNeil, Connor McNeil's dad, he is a champion and former MVP.
Wow.
He's in that photo out there on your screen, but you know, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of, even if you're not going to play, come down and watch and hang out and meet some folks here in Littleton and enjoy yourself. We're on the front deck out there when you get there to Tavern on the Square.
Cool. Sounds great. All right, back now for the second quarter. We'll have to see if the clock is at 12:05.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens if they got that figured out. They might have to unplug it and plug it back in. That always works at
Second and
home
10 for the Knights.
with
It says
electronics.
12:05 up there, but it says 12 on his clock, so
All right.
interesting to see what happens.
Quick little slant
Oh,
in.
no.
Oh, nice move by.
Dylan
Oh, stays
Adamson.
on his feet and he's in for a touchdown. Number 9.
Figueroa's pass is complete.
Dylan Adamson with the touchdown. Nice little quick slant. Broke the first tackle. And, when you throw the ball, you got to make the first tackle on defense because once you're kind of running free in that backfield there, and, you have a lot of room to roam.
Back in my day, we used to call that an in-two. Basically, take 2 steps, go right in, and boom. In-two. That's all it was. It was an in-two, and then he just took off from there.
And they hadn't thrown the ball on this drive yet until that play, so definitely Littleton was probably looking for the run there.
All right. Lunenburg will try for the 1 point, and a nice kick. It's good.
So here's Chavez again with an extra point.
Yep.
Doing his job as the kicker.
That's what happens when you do a good deed before the game. You get good mojo going.
We'll allow the kicker to kick extra points, but that's all we're going to give him, those 2, for his good deed earlier.
Okay.
Wasn't that great?
All right. You're right.
2 points is worthy of that, right?
That sounds fair.
So Littleton's backs against the wall here. They're going to need to answer this on offense.
I tell you, Lunenburg, they've kind of been Jekyll and Hyde this season. When they beat Quabbin, it was 41-6. They pretty much dominated that game. And in fact, Quabbin didn't score until the very end.
Yeah, and that Air Shirley score is very surprising. You're saying there's a player there that's a big standout.
Yeah.
And that Air Shirley isn't the team they were that we've used to seeing on Thanksgiving Day that sort of like an easy win. It doesn't seem like that will be the case this year since they had their way with this Lunenburg team, and they're giving us the business right now.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Littleton has some threats on offense if they can get things going here. Start off with a good return.
Let's go, Blue. Let's keep it up. Keep up
Got
the
3
pressure.
guys back deep for Littleton, including Maurice, Mano, and
both Mano brothers are back
Manos.
there. Numbers 1, 2, and 3.
Could very well be that you're running like down in distance and stuff.
Looks like they have a different kicker doing kickoffs.
Yep.
Number 17,
give it to Mano.
Eric Smith.
Mano looking for a throw him. He gets hit pretty good.
Broke a few tackles, got it back out to almost the 30 here, starting at the 28-yard line.
Yeah, he picked up about 15 yards on that return.
Let's see if Littleton can get some confidence here in the first play, get some yardage.
Taking down by number 7, Sean
Negative
Delaney.
2 yards. There's 0 yards so far for Littleton, so not the start they wanted to have.
Tigers take over
Certainly
on
only had the
27-yard
ball, touched the
line.
ball once, and
1st and 10.
suddenly they're down 14-zip.
All right, let's see if Coast and company can get things going here. Got a single back.
Coast is going to change the play here at the line of scrimmage again. That's Brian Maurice on the left. And the offensive line, they did their job there. Nice little sweep left.
Yeah, on the
For about
short,
8 yards.
on the short field, they
for a gain of 8.
picked up about 6.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Yeah, I thought it was 8. The announcer here thought it was 8, but the referee only gave him 6. So the 2nd and 4.
Must have stepped out earlier or something.
And the clock is still not really working here, just going in 10-second increments here.
They'll get it figured out at halftime. They just got this clock fixed, supposedly. So,
Brand new clock from what we're
it's a
hearing up here
brand
in
new
the
clock.
booth.
So we'll see what happens.
Privy to a lot of good information up here.
Yeah. All right, the give is to Maurice up the middle, and he's going to be.
About a yard, if he's lucky there.
Yep.
It's going to be 3rd and short. Well, 3rd and short's
Maurice carry for
manageable.
a gain of
They
1.
can throw or run here. They can kind of pick their best
Taken
play
down
in
by
their,
Lucas Vance left.
in their
Lunenburg.
playbook.
Lunenburg has some beefy guys up there on front, the front 3. Right in the center, there's some meat there.
Yeah, Lunenburg's had some big players for sure. Certainly bigger than Littleton. Let's see what Coach Easter comes up with. Need to see a conversion here for Littleton's offense. Don't want to give the ball right back to Lunenburg the way they've been moving the ball.
It's going to pass.
To the air to number 11, John Woodward.
He gets a first down, which is key. And then gains about 3 yards after the catch.
Yeah. The defensive back was about 10 yards off him. That was an easy call for Coach Easter and Brady to
Brady
coast.
toss pass is complete.
John Woodward did
Number
a
11,
little
John Woodward.
5-yard stop route.
Play is good for a
Hit him
first
for
down.
an easy first down.
1st
So,
and 10 for the Tigers.
you know, that's Littleton needed that play on offense to get some confidence back
They did.
after a tough first 3 and out.
So they pick up their first down of the game, coming here in the second quarter. This time the give is to
That's number 5, Mark Frizzoli in the backfield. Thomas Kazanja was telling me the other day that Mark Frizzoli was going to get some carries today, so just believe it's his first action in the
2nd and
backfield
8.
this
you
year.
know, he's quick. I would use him out the outside. I don't know about the inside. He's also pretty tough too. But
Yeah, he had that great tackle at the end of the game against Quabbin last week that really kind of opened some eyes. Big pop for a little guy.
looks like Lunenburg's rushing here,
Back to Frizzoli.
popping the gaps, and it works.
Nice.
They guessed right.
Foley on the carry. Taken
job.
down by
Gain again
Blue
there.
Knights.
No gain there on Mark's second carry.
No gain
3rd
on
and
the play.
long.
3rd
You
and
see
8.
those linebackers? They were keying on something. They all came rushing up, shot the gaps. No place for Frizzoli to go.
Yeah, some play actions would really benefit. Maybe not on this play. I'm sure they're expecting a pass, but you know they know that Littleton's looking to run the ball.
Well, we'll see if DeCoste goes to his favorite target here, Woodward. Steps up.
Just a little short to Justin Mano, number 3.
Good job by DeCoste, though, stepping up when he felt the pressure from behind. You can see each week, John, he's gotten a little better at his game.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you know, he struggled with the completions. He was able to move around the pocket there, find a little opening there, and he had Justin open. He just kind of threw a little short. And Tyler Branco is back out there to punt.
Again, Hunter Matson is make that Cooper Shaw rather. He's going to let it go, though.
Littleton.
Nope. He's going to. Oh! He does make a move, and he skirts some tackles.
That was unexpected.
He got a little lucky there, I think.
Littleton looked like they kind of gave up a little bit on pursuing the ball.
On the return.
And
I think he knows. He's looking. He's like, I escaped on that one.
Yeah, he was able to turn the corner, and luckily he didn't go free because the whole Littleton defense, kicker team, was up there to try to make the tackle. And when he picked up the ball after a long time rolling around.
Now, for some reason, there's a penalty on the play, so they're going to march off on Lunenburg. I didn't see what it was.
Block in the back is the call.
Okay, so that's 15-yarder there, too. So
that'll explain why he was able to get the edge there.
I think the block in the back, I did see some activity down there almost after he was down, so it might have been a little late hit. But.
All right, the Littleton defense here is setting up. Back to number 11, Cooper Shaw. About 5-yard gain. I believe that was tackled by
Shaw on the carry, taken down by number 51, Delay McCoy.
With the tackle. Second and 5.
Second and 5.
All right, this time they
cycle. 7.5 left
in the clock.
In the first half.
Cycle a few guys, new guys in there. They got the I formation.
When you say it, it stops working.
Yeah, that's Hunter Matson again.
Give us the tailback this time, and Matson gets but maybe a yard.
Hunter Matson on the carry for the Knights.
Tackled by number 7, Teddy Hunt, it looked like.
Taken down by number 61, Joey Taylor.
I know it's, you say this a lot, John, but this is a big play right here.
Third down for Lunenburg.
To be able to get them to get a 3 and out.
Yeah, very important here for them to try to hold them here when they've been able to move the ball mostly at will so far.
This time they're in the T. Couple of receivers out this time. It's a
fake handoff and a keeper for Figueroa.
Oh, he's got some room on the outside. He picks up the first down anyway.
He's a big guy. Those guys, Littleton struggling to make the tackle. Joey Taylor, number 61, was able to finally bring him down after about a 10-yard gain.
Yeah, actually, it's probably about 13 yards on that carry.
61, Joey Taylor. The rush is good for a Blue Knights first down. 6:40 on the game clock.
Yeah, Littleton's defense, hands on hips there. They're definitely getting tired. A lot of plays so far on that side of the ball.
All right, 1st and 10. Still in Lunenburg territory here. 45-yard line.
Number 14, Hunter Matson. Breaking tackles again. Number 2, Evan Mano with the tackle after another 15-yard gain.
Hunter Matson on the carry for the Knights, taken down by number 2, Evan Mano.
I tell you, the Tigers can ill afford to give up another score right here.
Yeah.
I know they get the ball to start the second half,
6
but
minutes on the clock.
You know, to be down 3 scores.
Yeah, and 3 drives and 3 scores would definitely demoralize the defense, and you know, Lunenburg is doing that right now. They're winning again. The battle on the line, the scrimmage, the offensive line has done what they've wanted to do against the Littleton defenders. Another handoff to number 11, Cooper Shaw, 5.
I would take a timeout if I was
Sean's carry taken down by number 3, Justin Mano.
Gather the troops, you know.
Yeah, I'm not sure when the right time would be to
Patrol
when the right
game
time would
5.
be to call defense
Second
right
and
now, the
5
way
for the
they've been, able to sort of do what they want on the side of the ball so far. They haven't really used the big receivers so far, except for that one throw.
All right, one offset back now in the backfield. They got 3 wide. Give us up the middle. Oh,
Big hole for
big
number
hole
14,
and big
Matson.
speed. Here he goes.
And
Touchdown.
he's in the end zone.
Big carry by number 14.
Just the man on number 3 was trying to slip him with the ball, trying to do anything except that gave him the last 5 yards for the touchdown. I don't blame him though. Try to knock that ball out while you can, because the way that Lunenburg's running the ball, it's going to be a long night for Littleton's defense. That was a quick score. It certainly didn't take much time. It gives, at least the Littleton has some time here to try to do something to answer that. There's your timeout, but that's by Lunenburg.
Timeout.
Spending around a game clock there.
4:48 on the game clock.
Play clock. But
Well, not the start that Littleton was hoping for, obviously, tonight. Let's see, what can we find good to say about it? The uniforms look good. I like the whites.
yeah, the white with the yellow pants. I don't know if you saw last night's NFL game, but did you see the Bengals uniforms? They were in the all whites.
I did see that. Yeah.
I loved them. I thought they were pretty cool.
It was cool. I said, "Where's the Bengal game?" Because I'm used to those red and white.
Yeah, a lot of tech. I had a couple of text threads going, and there was some debate on whether or not it was good. But I do like when Littleton does the color rush, the single color.
Yeah.
But these are kind of like traditional Littleton colors here with the white tops and the yellow pants.
Used to be the whites were our home uniforms and the blues were the way.
It looks like
I
thought that would went wide left, but apparently it was good. So everything going Lunenburg's way so far.
Yeah, even the band sounds good.
Yeah, that is not a good sign for Littleton. Coach Easter here is going to have to calm his players down, get them to execute better on offense. Take one drive at a time here. If they want any chance of getting back in this game, they can't look at it because they're down 21-0. They just have to do what they can, what's right in front of them at the time.
We know that Littleton's defense has risen to the challenge before, and they can certainly do it. They can certainly stop them. It's still early in the game. It's only the second quarter, so don't have to panic, but they really have to stop the bleeding.
Yeah,
first.
for sure. So back is Brian Reese, Evan Mano, Justin Mano again, number 3.
Number 17 is the kicker for Lunenburg. That's
Eric Smith.
yeah, he's a junior. He's got a pretty good leg.
Yeah, you don't see many long kickoff specialists in
Down the 10-yard line last time, and this time looks like it's going to be about the same. 12-yard line for Maurice. Maurice has some speed. He cuts up.
and there's a penalty flag on Littleton. Looked like a hold.
Return to the play by number 1, Brian Maurice, taken down by number 5.
That's going to come back.
There's a flag in the play.
Holding Littleton.
Yeah.
You're right.
I want to say number 13, Gregory Duchesne, was out there, the backup quarterback. It looked like he had a hold of the jersey.
Holding on
Once they
Littleton.
got, once Brian caught that edge, it was an easy call for the referee, unfortunately. Another setback for Littleton to start this drive.
Well, I would go with the Littleton strengths right now. The strengths this season have been Maurice on the outside and Woodward on anything else.
Yes.
So
Tigers take over at
I
their
would
own
just say,
13-yard line.
hey, you're going to beat us. You're going to have to stop our best guys.
Yeah, and again they have Mark Frisoli in the backfield and Brian Maurice, it looks like. Let's see what Coach Easter drums up here. for the first play of the drive.
Long time to leave your lineman in their stance.
Brady's gets loose on the outside. He underthrew the ball. Interception by number 9. He looks like he's going to go all the way to the house here.
There is a penalty flag.
Dylan Adamson with the interception. Underthrown ball. Looks like maybe.
The penalty will be after the interception.
Yeah, so the blocking on the way back is going to wipe out the touchdown, but it will be Lunenburg's ball.
There's a flag in the play.
You know, I know last week we were expecting to see Gregory DeShane get some snaps. Only he was able to come in for the very, very last play of the game.
Block in the back on Lunenburg. However, the interception will stand.
I believe we'll see maybe Gregory getting some snaps, getting a couple series here. Give him a chance to see what he can do. It's going to be
tough. It's going to be tough to keep them out of the end zone here because they will have 4 plays, 4 downs to do it.
First attempt at 25 here. Lunenburg's got all the confidence in the world. They've been able to do anything they've really wanted to on offense so far. They're going to let Figueroa air it out here. And overthrew number 8. On the defense was Justin Mano. That was Ben Bartow. That was the intended receiver.
Ben Bartow.
I tell you, Lunenburg has some tall kids.
2nd and 10.
Yeah, you look up and down this roster, you got a lot of 6-footers.
How tall is number 8?
Number 8, Ben, is 6'3", Ben Bartow. So that was the intended receiver on that play.
Let's go, Blue. Keep it up. Let's go.
They haven't targeted number 2, their biggest receiver.
Well, he was the intended receiver on that one long pass on the sideline, broken up by John Woodward. But number
Cooper
11,
again.
Cooper Shaw, all the room in the world, breaking tackles.
You're kidding me.
Oh,
Touchdown.
That was a 25-yard run where the Utah, and then when Littleton did get to him, he just shed the tacklers into the end zone.
Down like on the 10-yard line.
I got to tell you, though, Littleton has had such a dynasty over the past 15 years that teams are just, it's like a lot of teams Super Bowl to play Littleton and beat them, you know.
Yeah, I mean, when we've been in Littleton for about 12 years, and Littleton football has been excellent, and we've sort of seen that the other end of the spectrum here. Again.
Pick it up and
Perfect, 28-0 before halftime. This could be uglier than it is.
Yeah, I'm not sure how it could get any uglier right now. It is not a good start for Littleton. Maybe this is the time to bring in Gregory just to give him some snaps, see if he can do something different here.
Their sideline looks like I feel.
What's that?
Their sideline looks like I feel right now.
Yeah, they're all got their hands on their hips.
Yeah.
You know, heads are down. They've been bushwhacked here in the first, 15 minutes, 20 minutes of the game. It's just all Lunenburg.
Yeah, I know. But I'm one of those guys, even when I was playing and we were losing this much, I said, there's still a chance,
Yeah. Yeah, usually, you never can tell. You never know what's going to happen, but it's not looking good for Littleton so far tonight.
No. Well, if they can stop the hold here and Maurice could break one off, we'll at least get over midfield to start things off. We'll see.
Lunenburg fans taunting the Littleton fans here. A little friendly jibe there with the "we can't hear you" chant.
Well, they certainly can say that.
Oh, yeah, they can, for sure.
All right, there's Maurice. He's got the outside.
Got the edge again.
Cuts
No
back.
flags. Here he goes.
Oh, gets a good hit, but he bounces off, and there he is, over the midfield.
Over midfield.
Called it again.
You did call it Nostradamus.
Maurice in the return.
I gotta get you a cloak and a cape and a cane to walk around in. It's a pointy hat.
It's uncanny. I don't have any.
Yeah, will you predict a touchdown here, please?
I don't have any other abilities apparently, but that.
And Brady DeCoste is back out there. Let's see if he can shake off a little bit of that rust and, you know, move the ball here.
And maybe ignite their fans a little bit. There's a pretty decent contingent that came down Route 2A. DeCoste is going to keep it himself. Gains about 9, maybe.
Yeah, you know, in a few plays earlier, you know, on the interception, I thought maybe Brady should have taken off. He had some green grass in front of him, especially being down the way they are, being a little bit more conservative, even on a pass play. Take those rushing yards when you can.
Maybe that's
try to set up some short down and distances.
Coach Easter told him.
Ball's up to number 2, Evan Mano. He's got him. Oh, in and out of the hands.
Tough play. He had to turn the other way at the last minute, and it looked like he couldn't quite track.
Very hard to do when you're, you know, when you have to turn your head and have to refine the ball while it's on its way down to you. Still almost came up with it. The ball was there. He had his chance, and you know, that was a big incompletion because that would have been a giant play for Littleton.
DeCoste threw that in about 40 yards in the air. It was good.
Yeah, it was a heck of a throw.
High snap, but a quick out to
John
Woodward.
Number 11 on the outside for that 10-yard little in route.
Yeah, they're good for first down.
Yeah. You're right. When we hand the ball off to Brian Maurice and they throw the ball to John Woodward, good things happen. So Brady's able to, you know, bounce back from an interception, an underthrow, to having a nice drive here. This is good to see him, you know, have that short-term memory loss all good quarterbacks should have.
All right, 1st and 10. Good snap.
Going up to John Woodward deep. Oh, almost came up with the ball. He kind of threw it back shoulder. Number 9 had very good coverage on him.
There was a good coverage.
Dylan Adamson, who had almost had that pick 6 on this end. John kind of turned his outside, stuck his hand up, almost came up with the one-handed catch, but unable to pull it in.
All right, so that brings up 2nd and 10.
He's got 3 receivers to the right. Looking to John again for that little 5-yard in route. That's good, though. That's going to make it a nice 3rd and short. 3rd and shorter.
Gave him about 5 yards, like you said. This time, he had 3 defensive men there for Lunenburg.
Chance for John Woodward to break any tackles there with 3 guys right there.
3rd and 4.
Yeah,
John's having himself a nice. John Woodward's having a nice season here at receiver.
I wouldn't be surprised if we've had.
But haven't had a lot of balls thrown his way in years past. But he's definitely Brady's favorite target. He's got to try to run for the first down, and is not going to make it. It's going to be 4th down, and we are certainly in 4-down territory here with the 28-0 deficit.
Yeah, I don't think Bronco, this is his range yet, but.
DeCoste and the keeper taken down, number 74, Brandon Carlson. It'll be 4th and 5 for the Tigers.
2.5 minutes left in the half here. The clock is still struggling, but this is a big conversion for Littleton to have any hope in this game. They
I wouldn't go big here, just enough to get the first down, you know.
Oh boy, that was the line did them no favors there. Defensive players got right through. Number 17. And number
DeCoste is sacked on the play by number 73, Brandon
73. I was just trying to see his number.
Turnover on
73.
1st and 10.
Yeah, 73 was Brandon McNiff with the big sack. Untouched. Not what you want to happen on 4th and short to try to make a conversion, give the quarterback no time to throw the ball. Now let's see if Lunenburg goes right out. I'm going to try to put some points on the board here. Sort of put him away here. Lunenburg didn't have enough guys on the line of scrimmage there. The center was the last guy to come out there, so
kind of
they need
kind
him.
of an important position. Quick slant, there's that in-2, that in-2 again.
And the tackle by number 5, Mark Frisoli, very good tackle on a bigger player.
Pass complete. Number 9, Dylan Adamson, taken down with number 5, Mark
A little
Frisoli.
2-yard in route, working nicely
Gain of
for
8, second and 2 for
Adamson,
the
number
Knights.
9.
I'd say
minutes on
pound
the
for
clock.
pound, Frisoli is one of the toughest guys in the team.
Oh, hands down, and he's always been like that. As I've been telling you, the last 2 games, he's plays, 6'5", even though he's 5'5".
Yeah. Yeah.
Figueroa
He's
back to
trying
throw.
go for all the marbles.
Number 2. A little too high. Overthrew him there. John Woodward had a very good coverage
Figueroa's
again
pass
on the
intended
big
for number
receiver
2,
for them,
Shaden Jenkins.
Shaden Jenkins.
Coverage on the play by number 11, John Woodward. 3rd and 2 for the Knights.
Chance for Littleton to show something here with a stop.
I would think that Lunenburg would kick if they did not make it.
I give
Here.
Littleton no chance here to punch something in here late.
Yeah,
Give him
exactly.
a little bit of glimmer of hope.
Yep.
Keeper to Figueroa again. He's going to pick it up easily. Tackled by number 1, Brian Maurice.
Figueroa,
Well
keeper,
down the
taken
field.
down by number 1, Brian Maurice. Play is good for a Knights first down.
So 1st and 10 here at the 44. Got a minute 25 left
Best
here
thing
in the
that could
half.
happen now is the clock to run out.
Let's be a little bit more optimistic. Mark, how about an apple turnover?
Okay, you're right.
Number 11, Cooper Shaw again. Just big holes on
Cooper
the
Shaw on the
Littleton
carry,
defense
good for a
today.
first down.
Another 15, 20-yard gain.
Just in case you're watching this, you think that there's a glitch in the matrix. It's not. The clock is counting down in 10-second increments.
1 minute on the game clock.
Well, let's see if Littleton can hold them, give them a little bit of positive energy going into halftime.
Wide receivers are cheating.
Figueroa's
Going
up
for
to
the
number
corner,
2.
number 2.
Very good defensive play by number 2, Evan
Figueroa's
Mano.
pass is incomplete, intended for number 2.
The ball was a
Jaden
little
Jenkins.
underthrown to Jaden Jenkins, and
Broken up by number 2, Evan
he actually
Mano.
almost came up with the interception, and then the ball
44
popped out
seconds
right
on
at
the
the
clock.
end.
Looks like David and Goliath on that
2nd
play.
and 10 for the Knights.
Yeah,
David won. David always wins.
David always wins, but shouldn't. You don't expect him to win. So let's see if they continue to try to throw the ball here. They got 34
If they're
seconds.
short, why not take a couple shots with that big number 2?
Hand off to number 14,
He had a touchdown earlier.
Adam Matson again.
Hunter Maps on the carry.
Timeout by Lunenburg here,
Taken
so
down by
they're
number 1, Brian Maurice.
definitely going to try to step on
Play is
Littleton's
good
throat
for a
here and put them
nice
away
first
here
down.
before the half's over.
They got some weapons there on Lunenburg's side.
38 seconds on the game clock.
Well, that's an understatement to say they need to stop him here, Mark. What do you think?
100%.
100%. All right.
Yep.
Maybe Nostradamus could say, predict us something here for us.
Well, yeah, they do need to stop him. I think they'd come up with a big play here.
I mean, they're
If you're down in the 30s at halftime, then
Yeah.
there's not much chance coming back.
Yeah, I mean, Littleton showed a little bit of life there. They had a nice little drive, got down to the 25-yard line of Lunenburg there, but turned it over on downs. And, a stop here would go a long way to start them off in the second half with the ball.
1st and 10 for the Knights.
Figueroa back there. Looks like he's going to throw again. That one looked like it got away from him. Just threw it.
Figueroa's pass is incomplete.
Nowhere near his
Intended
receiver,
for
number 9, Adamson,
Dylan
so-
Adamson. 2nd and 10.
Self-inflicted injury there for the defense there, to the offense to throw that ball away. 2nd and 10. Plenty of time from the spot.
Probably about 28 seconds left. I don't know. We'll see what happens when the
Yeah. 34 seconds left.
Okay, great. 34.
Well, it was at 38 before that play. So even though I said 35.
It's interesting. That was only a 4-second play.
Yeah,
Okay.
drop back, quick throw. It's probably about right.
All right.
Figueroa back there
Second
by himself
10.
again. Littleton getting no pressure on him at all.
Throws pass
Another
incomplete, intended for number 11, Cooper Shaw. It'll be 3rd and 10. 29 seconds on the game clock.
Good blocking, line. Keep it up. Keep it up, O-line.
Lunenburg cameraman is, he's not supposed to be cheering for the other team, but he is.
You're in the wrong booth.
I was told there was going to be no cheering in here, but I guess.
You guys something to talk about.
That is true.
Yeah, thank you. The handoff to number 11, Cooper Shaw. Down to about the 3-yard line. Looks like Lunenburg's going to call their final timeout of the half. So
good for a Blue Knights first down.
And that's who had the tackle. Looked like Mark Fazoli had the tackle down there at the 3.
23 seconds on the game clock.
It'll be 1st and goal. They should have, if they throw the ball, they got plenty of chances here to punch it in.
Got to be frustrating for Coach Easter and the staff after last week's pretty dominating win,
Yeah, they had a really good week, followed by with so far just about the worst half of Littleton football in a while.
Yeah.
Certainly this season. But, this is an opportunity. It's a learning opportunity, as we say over at Park and Rec.
That's true.
Anytime something bad happens, an opportunity to learn from it. So,
Yeah.
Coach is going to have a lot of footage to look at on Monday, and a lot of things to point out and address with this team to hopefully improve for the last half of the season.
Yeah, it's also a character builder for the players if they don't if they keep their head,
Yeah,
There's
I
no
don't want to
reason
see
to
any.
get chippy.
There's a sack by number 10, Zach Milner, and that's at the running clock. That's the best thing that could happen for Littleton right there. Quarterback Figueroa, looks like he's going to snap and spike the ball. Stop the clock with 10 seconds left.
10 seconds on the game clock.
So that was the best scenario that could have happened there, was a sack, a loss of
2nd and goal.
yardage, and having the clock run with no timeouts left for Lunenburg.
3rd and
So
goal.
definitely a big moment for Littleton's defense to come up with some sort of moral victory this half to attempt to make a stop. I would imagine they're going to go to the air so they can have 2 shots at this. Maybe they'll throw here and then run it on 4th down. And since they've been having such great success running the ball, but a run and a tackle here would. He's looking for a flag. I think the number 2 convinced him. He kind of just stopped. I'm not sure what the penalty was for.
There is a flag
Number
on the
2,
play.
Gene Jenkins, just stopped, ran into number 11, John Woodward, and then looked at the ref. He convinced him that a flag should have been thrown there because that did not look like a penalty. Sometimes the players can convince the officials of a call because
Pass
that
interference in the
looked like a
defense.
no
It'll be
call
1st and goal.
for sure.
6
Lunenburg
seconds on
does
the game
not need
clock.
any favors right now the way this game's gone.
And,
Yeah.
Maurice is,
Ball on the 5.
or Woodward's trying to find out what exactly did I do wrong?
Yeah, and luckily for Littleton, it's not a spot foul in high school. So, in the NFL, in college, you'll see that the ball would be spotted at the 1, but that's a half the distance to the goal. So the ball will be at the 5 here with about 5 seconds left. So, and Littleton's defense is going to call a timeout.
Timeout, Littleton.
All right, this is Littleton's chance to show some grit, some backbone,
Some
and
moxie,
some
use
moxie.
a New England term. You ever have moxie?
I have. It's terrible. Not a fan. I don't know how anybody likes it. It's like a bad version of root
Motor
beer.
oil?
I liked Crown Royal back in the day.
No, I said motor oil.
Oh, motor oil. Yeah, it's carbonated motor oil.
Yeah.
is a good way. It's like syrupy. You know, it's all the.
It's like
our grandparents loved it.
Like a Vegemite sandwich if you're from Australia.
Vegemite sandwich. I bet you most folks at home didn't think they were going to hear about a Vegemite sandwich tonight.
That's it. All right, looks like they might be kicking for a field goal here.
They are. They're going to have your friend.
I know.
Mr. Chavez lining up. So putting points on the board.
Our friendship is in jeopardy, I could tell you, if he makes this.
He's taking advantage of you now, Mark.
Yeah.
So Littleton hasn't had much luck getting in the backfield on the kicks yet. And it looks like it's good.
And the field goal by Daniel Chavez is up and good.
I suppose a moral victory that it wasn't a touchdown.
Let's look at the bright side. It could have been
36.
35,
35,
nothing. Could have been 35, nothing. And that
so
is
we'll
the
take
half.
that as a victory.
Yeah, a little moral victory to stop them there at the 5.
I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take a break here for halftime, and then we'll come back. There's no cheerleaders. So we'll be back with the second half after this. All right, welcome back to the third quarter. We're about to begin here in a minute, and I don't know.
Yeah.
The clock is still wackadoodle. It's 10-second intervals. I wish we could go back to the beginning of the game. That would be kind of fun.
Yeah, I think they should restart from the beginning
Why
since
not?
the clock doesn't work.
Yeah, and reset the score.
Start
too.
all over.
That's probably why Littleton hasn't done well. But as you can see by the score, 31-0, it's been all Lunenburg tonight.
Yeah,
and John, it's going to be tough. I'll admit to you right now. I'm a homer, but this is going to be a tough one. But first of all, we don't want anyone to get hurt. That's one thing we need to keep for the rest of the game. As Lunenburg is going to kick off to Littleton, maybe at least we don't want to shut out, right? We don't want to be shut out. So let's score some points.
Yeah, I think that
I expect that Lunenburg will probably be inserting some substitutes pretty soon, so that might be a chance to boost the confidence for Littleton a little bit. We'll see.
Yeah, you might start seeing some of those younger players get a chance here in the second half to show what they can do for both sides of the ball. It looks like Littleton has most of their normal kicking team, receiving team in there right now. So we'll see what happens here with the first drive. If Littleton doesn't score and Lunenburg does, then I think you'll start seeing a lot of those young guys come out and give them a chance.
All right, Eric Smith kicks to the short back now.
Number 5, Mark Frizzoli with the carry.
Good coverage.
To about the 36.
Return on the play by number 5, Mark Frizzoli.
And
drag down.
All right, Littleton will start over on their 36-yard line. And
first and 10 for the Tigers.
They've got a short field here to the right, lots of room on the left.
36-yard line.
And Brady DeCoste back out there under center. Brian Reese in the backfield. Littleton's going to come out with the starters still in the second half, which is a good sign. Give them some chances to make some plays here. Number 10, Zach Miller with the catch for no gain. Quick
Pass
little
complete, number 10, Zach Miner.
Good tackle by number 8 for Lunenburg.
Yeah, that's Ron Ben Bartow.
Second and 9.
You see where he plays. He plays all the way over on the left side, so he had to go across field. I don't think there was motion that play, so he wasn't tracking, but he just got over there.
No, now he's out here on the D-backs here. Brady looks at number 2, Evan Mano, broken up again by number 8, Ben Bartow. Nice play by him to step in front
number 2,
of Evan Mano and break it up right before it got there. Third and long. As you said before, we want to see frustrated players lashing out and getting upset. Good sportsmanship to the end here. Try everything you can to do what you can with the ball and on defense, and of course, we want no injuries, of course, to see that happen. That would be ideal.
Pressure by Lunenburg, and throw is low and through the hands of number 3.
Justin Mano there for the incompletion. Just had him.
Pass
Just
intended for
threw a
number
little
3,
low on that
Justin
run.
Mano.
It's on the run is hard to do when you
Incomplete. 4th
see the
and
guys in
9.
the NFL do it so easily. It's not an easy play to make, to run and then throw across your body to someone sitting down in the zone like that. Get TB12 Tyler Branco back out to punt.
Time for the fake punt.
They'll never see it coming. John Wood with the long snapper. Oh, a good line drive, but it went right to number 14.
Off his hands.
Madsen. Lowers the shoulder and takes the tackler for another 3 or 4 yards there, almost up to midfield. Good field position for Lunenburg to start off their second half. As Hunter Madsen's had a nice day for them, for Lunenburg so far.
Patrick Ferreira.
Probably up around 100 yards rushing so far.
Knights will take over at their own 48-yard
You remember earlier,
line,
Jay,
1st and 10.
Managnus, number 83, came off the field
Yeah, I
limping.
see.
He's over there with a crutch and his ankle all taped up, so I hope he'll be all right.
Still got the helmet on, so holding out a little hope getting
That's
back
true.
in there. And maybe he's just keeping him warm. And it's going to be a
Quarterbacks.
keeper by Figueroa.
Good job of bouncing off with nowhere to go, really, but then he turns nothing into
The
6-yard
carry is
gain.
good for a
Again,
gain
Mark
of 5.
Fazoli, number 5 with the tackle. Another, example of him
Taking down
being
number 5, Mark
the little
Fazoli.
guy taking the bigger guy down with a nice tackle. Figueroa had, a little bit of pressure there. Bounced right off his blockers, went to the outside, found some room. He's able to run the ball very well for them.
I'm not sure when this will air. I'm going to try to get it on Friday night. You may watch it Friday night. You may watch it Saturday morning. But if you're watching it before the start of Oktoberfest, that's Saturday the 1st of October at Fay Park. It's going to be a great event. We hope a lot of people come out. And
Yeah.
this is kind of one of the bigger of events for Park and Rec for the year, right?
Yes, this is definitely our biggest event. We have the one-day liquor license. Thomas Kazandra's coming off. Looked like he's got an arm injury there. Tim Mahowski runs that. He's our assistant director. He just had a baby last night, so shout out to Tim Mahowski, my boss, and
That's
the
great.
baby boy, Keegan Paul Mahowski, born on September 29th. So if you had him in your baby pool on the 29th, you picked it right. And the whole team isn't able to bring down Figueroa there, but they did get the sack.
By a gang of Tigers.
And Mark Frazoli, in typical Mark Frazoli fashion, number 72 was kind of pushing him off his quarterback, and Mark laid out soccer style to try to draw a penalty to no avail. But it's another Mark
I believe that's
Frazoli
called
specialty.
a flop.
Yes, he was flopping for sure. It's 4th down, and Lunenburg's going to punt. So maybe when we talk about other stuff, good things happen.
That's good, see? Oh, this is number 2 punting. Put some of that 6'5" leg up.
And there's a flag here. It's a false start on the offense.
Illegal procedure on the
5-yard
Knights.
penalty.
Will be a loss of 5 in the play.
So nice sack by Littleton right there. For the first time, they're going to be able to stop Lunenburg for the night.
See what this punter can do here.
It's a low punt.
Got a good
Littleton's
Lunenburg
just gonna let
bounce,
it
which most things have
go.
been going their way.
Yeah, of course it's going to roll 15 more yards.
Finally ends up around the 19-yard line.
Yeah, so back
Down
to
at the
Oktoberfest. We have some great Littleton vendors. We have
First and 10 for the
Andrea
Tigers.
from the Littleton Cafe will be selling some German-style foods. We got Dirigibles. It's a new craft beer place that's going to be opened up on Porter Street. They'll be selling their concoctions of different kinds of
Have they opened
beer.
up for...
They have not. They were supposed to be open by the end of the month, and they didn't quite make it, but I think here they're on the verge of opening any day.
Okay. Quick out to
John Woodward again.
Woodward. He catches it, falls down, gains about 5 yards.
That play's been working pretty well. I think that Lunenburg's certainly willing to give him that little 5-yard
Okay, we'll take it.
play every time.
I would say keep running that until they stop it. Something's got to work, right?
Yeah, they're giving him single coverage out there, so keep throwing that. Give him a fake pump and let John go deep on one of them. Hand off to number 1, Brian Maurice, around the left side. Gain a couple.
He hasn't been able to break out a big play tonight as he has in the past. His rushing yards must be well below his average of
Brian Maurice on the carry.
125 or whatever he's averaging.
127 yards a game,
Yeah.
25.7.
For the Tigers.
Yeah, he had that nice kickoff return. That was a highlight of the night for him so far, and for the whole Littleton team. Besides that one drive,
is that nullified by a penalty?
Yes, it was nullified. And oh boy, Brady's going to go down there. Did get rid of it and back to the line of scrimmage, so it won't be intentional grounding. Saved the sack there. Brady got a little banged up there. Brady to coast. Looks like he's coming off. Littleton will punt again.
Chase down on the play by number 73, Brandon McNiff. It'll be 4th and 5.
Littleton playing very conservative this half. Expected him to kind of go for a few of these 4th downs, but punting here again.
That's a little bit too long for this one. I mean, they just did a good job of keeping Lunenburg to a possession change, so we'll see if we can get another one of those. Another line drive.
Unfortunately, that line drive went right to number 14, Adam Madsen, but a nice tackle by Mark Frizzoli. Got right down. There was no hang time with the ball, so a short punt, but he was able to get right down and make the tackle right away, but on Littleton's side of the ball here.
It'll be a nice ball on
Littleton's side of the 50.
48-yard line. Fresh at 45-yard line.
Mind if I keep talking about Oktoberfest?
What's that?
I said, do you mind if I keep mentioning Oktoberfest?
No, I don't.
The Littleton sub shop as well will be selling beer and pizza, and we got an Oompa band coming to play the traditional German Oktoberfest music as well. Should be a great day tomorrow at Bay Park. So if you have a chance, swing out there, have a beer, get out there in the beautiful weather. Hopefully it's going to be a little cloudy. It will be a good day to go out there and see how
cloudy, but no rain, right?
That's the knock on wood.
Yeah.
We're not allowed to talk about it.
2nd and 3
until it happens.
Oh, okay.
59 Thomas Kazanji with the tackle, baby boy.
Yep.
4th reference.
All right, 2nd and about 2, long 2.
Number 11, that's Cooper Shaw again, breaking tackles. Number 11, John Woodward with the tackle from behind after he gained about 15 more yards.
He's pretty shifty, that guy.
Cooper Shaw on the carry, taken down by John
both
Woodward.
running backs are having a nice day on the ground today.
For a Blue Knights first down.
Certainly intensity of the game has dropped down a little bit with the score differential being what it is.
Yeah. Even Alex Figueroa, when he takes off, he's got some he has some good gains tonight as well. I bet the total yards of offense for Lunenburg is got to be in the 400s.
And Littleton's lucky to have 100 at this point. Another big hole for number 11, Cooper Shaw. And he's going to get in for the touchdown. 37-0.
Carry is good for a touchdown. Touchdown, Blue Knights.
That was just too easy, Mark. That was too easy. It was too big a hole there for him to run through. And when he did have an opportunity for a tackle to happen, and he went right through it.
I don't think anyone would have touched him if this was flag football. It was nowhere near him.
Yeah. And there's Zahir Chavez again here for another extra point attempt. And it's going to be a false start. Oh, the offsides on Littleton. That will bring him half the distance to the goal.
Encroacher on the defense.
About 1 yard closer for the extra point. Make it a little easier for Chavez.
Not really, because it inconveniences the holder. He has to scoot up a yard, you know. It's like, Coach, can we just decline?
He missed
no
it.
good. See that? You throw him off his mojo when you move from the regular spot.
Right again, Mark. You're right. He said that wasn't going to be a good thing for him, and it wasn't.
Nope. These guys got routines, you know. When you throw him off the routine, he practices from the same extra point spot every day, and then all of a sudden you use that spot that blade of grass, that fake grass that he's used to staring at. It's not there anymore. What do I do?
And pulls the ball 10 yards to the left.
That's right. That's right. You know, this could be the big break Littleton is looking for to come storming back.
You know, that point may make a difference really late.
I was saying that to see if I got a chuckle out of the camera guy over there. But he's pretending not to listen to us.
He's listening to us. He's listening to us.
Is it possible that the clock is broken where our score is supposed to be kept, or is that really a zero?
We'll have to ask. I didn't see him sneak one in.
I think we should play this game under forfeit, under protest.
Protest, yes.
Yeah. Had we had a clock, a working clock, things would be a lot different.
So different. I can feel the energy get sucked out once those 10-second increments were going through the clock here.
All right, this time again, it's going to be a short to Frisoli. And he's going to dart through, again, pick about 6 yards.
The return by Mark Frisoli, taking down on number 10.
The ball at the 39-yard line. Mark Frisoli again, catching that little pop-up kick.
Will take over at their own 40-yard line.
So Gregory Deshane, number 13, is in at quarterback. 3 for 3 on the season, so you know he's finally getting a chance to show what he can do here with a full drive. You know, Brady played valiantly, had very little time to throw, and when he did get kind of rushed out of the pocket, he wasn't able to make the completions. A quick little pass to number 2, Evan Mano, coming across
the pass by number 13, Greg Deshane, is complete to number 2, Evan Mano.
He gets about 2 yards.
Good for a gain of 2.
Yeah. Gregory got to show you a little bit of his arm strength there. He fired that into Evan Mano.
He did. Those are kind of hurt. Swing it out to Mano.
Oh, nice block by Zach Milner, and a nice little stutter step by Brian Maurice. And he ran over number 9, Dylan Adamson.
Look at this.
Up to number 17 with a late hit on Thomas Kazanjian in the middle of the field. Not sure why he was still kind of pursuing the ball. Eric Smith, that's their long kicker there. Quarterback, the coach is giving a really hard time.
He's telling him.
That's going to be a 15-yard penalty there.
Yeah.
On Lunenburg.
Personal foul on the Knights.
That will give Littleton really good field position here down to the 21-yard line. So, of the teams that lose their cool, I'm surprised it's Lunenburg. They're the ones that have in their way with Littleton.
26-yard line will be 1st and 10.
He's not happy. Now he's got his arm around him saying, listen, be smart.
Yeah, we have this game.
Oh, no, he's not being smart. He's really laying into him.
Yeah, you can see him right there in the front left of your screen.
Oh, DeCoste is going for it. Oh, he's got a man.
Has him. That's it. Oh, they called it in.
Oh, no.
Really fast. Really fast incompletion call. Must have his foot out of bounds. And looks like he might have hurt his knee or his ankle there, too, on the play. So Justin Mano, number 3, is holding his knee there. He's banging the ground there. So I think he's...
it does look like that cramp thing when they cramp up, but I hope it's just that.
No, it's definitely not a cramp because he's not trying. Oh, maybe it is. I think you're right. Yeah.
Oops, sorry.
Yeah, it's definitely a cramp. But he was grabbing the way he was grabbing his knee. I thought there's a knee injury, but those cramps really hurt. That was a great throw by number 13, Gregory Duchesne. And a great catch by Justin Mano. He just didn't look like he must have had, both feet out of bounds when he came down with the ball. And
does he have to come out of the game?
Yeah, he'll have to come out of the game because they had to stop everything there for him to come out. So he'll have to come out for at least a play. You're good. So another nice throw by Gregory Duchesne. Had him in the corner of the end zone. Just wasn't able to make that connection in bounds.
Might have been his first incompletion of the season.
Number 2, Evan Mano with the catch.
Number 2, Evan Mano.
It's going to be third and short. Third and 5.
I believe Duchesne was perfect on the season up until that one. I mean, even though the guy caught it, it wasn't in bounds. But
yes, you were right.
So technically, he's still perfect. All his balls have been caught.
All his balls have been caught.
That's right.
We can say that still. Gregory Duchesne's given the call at the line of scrimmage here.
High snap. Has to run. He gets creamed.
He fumbled the ball on the play, and Lunenburg tried to get up with the ball and run with it. Fortunately, so Littleton was able to get the ball back. It's now going to be 4th and very long. Yeah, number 72 came off the left side there, untouched.
Hunter Madsen.
Now it's 4th down.
It'll be 4th and long for the Tigers.
20, probably 22. They're still going to go for it. I would just, why not just go for it all?
Yeah, go for it here. A punt really isn't going to help you too much, especially just juncture of the game.
The high snap is what cost him on that last play, too. There's a good snap. He lets it rip.
John Woodward is going deep. The end zone just in and out of the hands.
Duchesne's pass intended for number 11, John Woodward.
John's shaking up there as well on the play, John Woodward.
Dylan Adamson.
So he's down in the end zone.
A lot of guys seem to be cramping up here. Hopefully that's, again, just what it is. Not that that's a pleasant thing.
Well, yeah, I think that you're right again here. It looks like a cramp again. Littleton needs to drink more water. But another opportunity in the end zone, in and out of the hands for John Woodward. Great throw by Gregory. Through where only John Woodward can get it. Unfortunately, it's a turnover on downs, and Lunenburg will have the ball. Looks like Lunenburg has some of their backups in, I believe.
Turnover on downs will be 1st and 10 for the Knights from their own 36-yard line.
Here comes Figueroa. I thought he wasn't in the game, but he's back in there. He must have been getting
Looks like most of their starters are still in there.
Just seeing some different numbers in the backfield, but there was just the defense hadn't come off the field yet. And off to number 11, Cooper. So Cooper Shaw again for about 4 or 5 yards.
Cooper Shaw up the middle for a gain of 4.
Tackled by number 10, Zach
2nd
Milner.
and 6 for the Knights.
You find most people named Cooper are good athletes.
Yeah, most of them. You got Cooper Rush, who's now the quarterback at Dallas.
Yeah.
So named to be a quarterback.
Cooper Kupp from
Yep.
the L.A. Is it L.A.?
Yeah, he's the Rams receiver, Super Bowl champion. Figueroa's going to keep it himself.
Again, there he is.
Tackles. And good tackle by Brian Reese. Brian knew he needed to get out of the way for that, so he just went low to try to hit him.
That's 235 pounds coming at you like that.
Brian was just about to get run over. He did everything he could to get out of the way and make the tackle at the same time. But Lunenburg hasn't given up yet. Plenty of game time left. Still the third quarter. Well, there's a new running back, number 5 there, tackled by Andrew Milner. That's Jacob Burns for his first carry of the day, a freshman from Lunenburg. So they are starting to cycle in some of their...
Good job by Milner to stretch it out there and make him go on the outside. That was...
Alex DiLorenzo.
Yeah, that was a nice tackle by...
Actually, yeah, Milner, he really forced the running back out, spread out that play, and then got a hand on him, too, at the same time. So 2nd and 10.
Back to number 11, Cooper Shaw. Breaking tackles. All sorts of tackles.
Cooper Shaw on the carry for a big gain.
About 30 yards right there.
First down.
Having a breakout night, Cooper Shaw.
Yeah, he's having a great day in the field, on the ground. Both running backs have to be over 100 yards.
Oh, the offensive numbers are going to be...
Yeah. Don't show them to me. I don't want to see them.
Yeah.
There are about 36 seconds left here in the third quarter.
In between quarters, we'll talk about some events coming up in the Park and Rec. If you are up for that, John.
You know I am. And there's a hold here on the end. It's going to call back this touchdown by number 11.
There is a
2 flags. Number 8's yelling and screaming at the Littleton players. Again, looks like they're starting to lose their cool, even though they're winning big. I think it would be the other way around. Looks like there's going to be a hold on Lunenburg and a personal foul on Lunenburg from what I could see. Number 8 brought down one of the Littleton players to the ground.
Face mask, so offsetting.
Oh, okay.
Offsetting penalties and replay, first down.
Looked like they're going to call a personal foul on number 8 the way they threw the flag.
Well, no surprise that it was Frizzoli who was on him, kind of being the bonnet, if you would.
Yeah, he's the Kenny Linsman or the Brad Marchand of Littleton for sure.
You want him on your team, but
yeah. Kenny Linsman's an old reference there. Number 14. That's
I got
Mattson again.
I got the reference.
Bunch of Mattson carry taken down by Mark Pistoli.
How much time we got in the quarter?
Tackle.
Should be close.
That's it. That's the quarter.
That's the end. All right, let's talk about it's 37 to nothing here, so we can talk about some events.
Yeah, tomorrow and Sunday starts off our adult pickup basketball. It's run by Glenn Barry. He's a Littleton resident who is the men's coordinator. We also have Kim Lynn, who's the wife of Mike Lynn, who's our athletic director and former coach. She runs the women's hoops, which starts next weekend. But men's basketball will start up Saturday morning at Littleton High School, Sunday morning at the middle school, and it's always a big draw for a lot of these moms and dads in Littleton come out and get some exercise and
that's great.
Show a little bit of their
and some of them still have game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was even telling you earlier that Coach Easter plays with these guys sometimes, and certainly puts those guys to shame now.
Nice. That's great. And then the other event that is this Kids Test Kitchen. This is pretty popular, I heard.
Yeah, this Kids Test Kitchen's a really great program. It's a setup at the Senior Diner. The kids get to go in there and prep and cook their own food. They sometimes will come home with dinner for mom and dad. It's for grades 1 through 5. And it starts up in a couple weeks, or actually next week. I believe we just pushed it back to the 13th, so that first date.
Okay. Do they need any food sampler, people to test the food?
I'll ask.
Oh, you ask.
Yeah.
All right, back to the fourth quarter action. Lunenburg with the ball. 2nd down and 10. To throw.
Hits number 7.
He spins off a tackle, and he's in for a touchdown.
At number 7.
Clear pass complete to Sean Delaney is good for a
He's the captain of the team.
Touchdown.
So he's happy to get in the end zone at home here as a senior captain. You know,
if you're just tuning in, your clock is not working. It's going down in 10-second increments. Unfortunately, the score is working, and that is the score.
Yeah,
right
it's the tale of the broken tackles tonight for Littleton, because when they've had finally get their hands on any of the receivers and running backs or the quarterback, they've been able to break tackles sort of at will. Certainly something you'll be hearing the coaches be talking about at practice on Monday.
Maybe they'll give Monday off.
Yeah, there's no school on Wednesday, so with the day off on Wednesday, I think that they will have. I'd be willing to bet they're going to practice that day, but maybe they'll save that day off for then. We are taking kids to Connors Farm on Wednesday. It's Yom Kippur. There's no school in Littleton.
Yep.
We have about 40 kids coming with us to Connors Farm down in Danvers. It's great. Field trip, fall, apple picking, apple cider donuts, apple cider, corn maze, you name it.
Sounds good.
Another great program we run on the school holidays when, it's a day off from school, but, mom and dad may or may not have that day off from work. So, like we say at Park and Rec, when you're off, we're on.
Yeah.
So we're, hopefully help you with a little child care coverage so that you guys can work and send the kids off with Brent and I and some of our Camp T staff for the day down to Connors Farm. We have other field trips on other days like that, like Diwali here on October 24th as well.
Fantastic. Park and Rec does an awesome job. All their programs, and they've just grown and grown over the last several years, just getting bigger and bigger.
That's
Kick us to number 14.
Josh. That's number 14, Nick Brooks. I was going to say Josh Brooks, Nick Brooks.
Returned by Nick Brooks.
Who is
down by number 4.
I believe he's a freshman as well.
Corey Ferguson.
And a real standout player on the JV team so far. Him and Tyler Franco
42 yards.
Sort of heads and shoulders above the rest on the JV team. I believe Nick didn't play down with the JV team on Monday because he's been doing more stuff with the varsity team.
All right, I don't know if they're just trying something different with Greg DeChance to shake things up, or if DeCoste is hurt, or if they're just resting DeCoste. They want him to get hurt.
Hand off to number 1, Brian Racer on the outside. See if he can get the edge. He does. And he's going to get about 6 or 7 yards. Almost got dropped for a loss there.
He does really well over the long side of the field when you've got,
good for a gain of 5.
lot of room to play with. He can outrun guys.
Yeah, and then, in the high school level, keeping that edge it doesn't happen as much when you get to college and pros. Like those guys are able to set that edge a lot better than you can do here with the speed differential of the players is sometimes really great. And a nice throw by Gregory DeShane to number 3, Justin Mano.
Mano's still on his feet. Look at that.
Nice broken tackle, and there's a flag down back here.
Oh, no.
It's going to be a personal foul probably on Littleton.
Completes number 3, Justin Mano. There is a flag on the play.
The play was still going on, so I'm not sure what the call was, but looks like maybe some extracurriculars going on way back here. So finally a nice play by Littleton. It's going to be wiped out by a hold. That was an unnecessary hold. The play was 30 yards down the field by the time the flag came out, so not sure why.
That was a good route and a good throw by DeShane. Again, right on target when he's had the chance to throw.
So called the hold, but it looks like they marched it off for 15 yards there. It's for a personal foul, so maybe it was a personal foul. I'm not sure. But a good positive play by Littleton wiped out on a penalty. So, things are getting worse for Littleton here on offense. Ball's up by Gregory Deshane. Teddy Hunt. Nope. Teddy Hunt was the intended receiver. And Teddy looked like he cut inside around the defender when he should have been on the outside. But incompletion again.
Yeah.
Third and very long.
40-yard throw in the air. He's got a very smooth delivery. That was his first missed ball.
First ball that was not caught.
That's what I meant.
Another throw to Teddy Hunt, number 7. Nice throw, nice catch.
It was. He hung on to that. He got drilled in the back.
Number 7, Teddy Hunt.
That gets him up to the 4th and 8.
4th and 8.
4th and 8 for the Tigers.
Looks like they're going to go for it here, yeah.
Yep.
Last year, him and I would say the running back from Pittsburgh. Yeah, and that kid didn't get to play on Thanksgiving, right? He had COVID.
He's got number 7, Teddy Hunt again. And a
Got it
great
this time.
Number 2, Evan Mano with a fantastic catch and throw again.
For our first down.
Threw that out pattern to the far end of the field and hit him right in the numbers.
And he got it over the defender. He knew he had to kind of loft it in there and just kind of drop it in, and he did.
That was a great throw by Deshane to number 2, Evan Mano, for the first down on 4th down. So the strive continues here. See if Littleton can get the shutout wiped out here. He's still a little long. Oh,
yes, interference.
Sure. Yes. Andrew Miller's trying to fire up the crowd. I think he's forgetting the score is 44-0. But, you know, you got to take your moments when you can, I suppose.
Yeah.
But that was definitely the receiver made contact with him before the ball got there. Sometimes you try to time that hit and you get there a little early and it's obvious. Easy call for the refs to make.
Like a lot of guys are cramping up on both sides.
Yeah, I've been seeing number 72 for them.
Pass interference.
Try to stretch out that
first and 10 for the Tigers.
heel to get rid of that calf a bunch, get rid of that cramp a bunch.
Some sort of tool there that they use to kind of just stretch out the muscles. I don't know what that is.
Over here, yeah, I don't know what he's doing here. Yeah, look, he's like trying to rub out the cramp out of his calf there.
Going to throw it again. This time they're going to chuck it to the corner of the end zone.
And caught. A fantastic catch by number 7, Teddy Hunt, in the corner of the end zone. Gets Littleton on the board.
I don't know how that got in there.
3:46 left in the game.
Man, that was good coverage too. And what a throw and a catch. Good job by Teddy Hunt to keep the concentration.
Yeah, that was a fantastic. I mean, Gregory threw that off his back foot, leaning back and with cover. You know, the defense kind of bearing down on him, and threw it out to the corner. And Teddy made a play, gave his player a chance to go up and get it, and they're going to go for 2 here. Oh, he's got him on the outside there, number 2, Evan Mano. And they get the 2-point conversion.
Is good from Deshane to number 2, Evan Mano.
So 44-8 now. A bright spot here in a pretty dark game, Mark.
Yeah.
But that was a very nice drive by Littleton.
It was.
They had that big gain that got called back on the hold, and they were able to bounce back and still make a nice drive out of it.
Yeah, and senior Greg Deshane coming in and getting the job done, which was great.
Yeah, he's been waiting for his opportunity, and he's got an opportunity to show what he can do, and has not disappointed so far. So with the score differential of what it is, the clock is going to run here on the plays that aren't normally a clock running down situation. So the clock is running here with the 36-point differential here late.
Well, that's good. Good for us, too.
So onside kick, what do you think, Mark?
Nope.
No.
I think
All right.
let the game finish out. Move on to Clinton.
And it is a kickoff by number 12, Tyler Branco. All his line drive kicks have been right to someone's hands. Number 14, almost always. So we're down to about a minute
Before the game
25.
ends, John, I just want to kind of go over this week. If you're interested in some other sports,
37-yard line.
boys and girls cross country will be running at home. It's Fay Park. You can see that on Tuesday. We've got golf, all playing at Groton Country Club. We've got 3 matches next week. Boys and girls varsity soccer has some matches. Field hockey, always something to cheer for if you're a Littleton resident, Littleton fan. So make sure you check out some of those sports.
In the Littleton student body, they do a really good job of supporting each other. I know the football team comes down to watch the girls and boys soccer games. Nice tackle by number 56. That was Alejandro Horton, the sophomore, with a very good tackle there, getting a chance to play here late.
Great.
So it looks like Littleton's got their a lot of their backup players in here, with the exception of maybe Zach Milner, who's still in, giving some of the young guys a chance. Also, Lunenburg has looks like they're going to just run the clock out here. So that is the ball game.
That is the ball game. We won't spend a lot of time talking about this one because it was not much highlights to focus on, except for the last drive, which was good. Maybe to take something of that into the next game, which is against Clinton.
And that'll do
and
it,
it's
folks.
away next Friday night.
Final score.
We hope that we'll be there. And hope that you can join us. We're going to try to stream it live if I can get internet out there. And sometimes not everything is as nice as home cooking, when you get all those things. So I want to thank our cameraman as normal, Rob Crory, braving the elements out there. He does a great job. John, thank you for joining me in the booth. I'm Rob Crory. And we'll say sayonara. We'll see you next week.